Okay, so at this point you have sewn the running stitch, the back stitch, as well as the overcast stitch. The last stitch I'm going to teach you is called the blanket stitch. The blanket stitch will be used on the line on the edge, which is going to be opposite the overcast, and there's just one extra step from doing the overcast. So I'm going to start on the right hand side, and as always you're going to come through the back and you're going to pull. I've threaded and I've knotted my needle as always about 1 table length. Just like you did the overcast, you're going to go under or over, small even stitches. You're going to come through on the line. You're going to pull, 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 pull. Now, if that was the overcast, you would pull it, but this is now called the blanket stitch. Okay, so I started on my sampler on the right, so I'm going to go through my loop from the right, and I'm going to pull. So the first one always looks like that. Again, I'm going to go over to the back, pull, 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 pull. What I like to use is my left hand and just put my finger in there. Before you pull it, you're going to go through the loop from the right, and you're going to pull it tight, and that's what it should look like. So watch again. Pull and go through the loop and pull it tight. You always want to pull it tight from down here rather than out here, because then your thread tends to break. So go under, bring it through, pull, 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 pull. See my loop? Before I pull it, go through the loop. Go again. Through. Pull, 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 pull. Go through the loop. Pull from down here. So you see, again, I have my stitches and nice, small, even stitches. Okay, and the difference is, hopefully you're going to be able to see it, but you've got, I'm trying to figure out where my camera is at this point. Up top, you've got that line going up there now. So I'm going to continue to go through the whole line. Pull, 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 pull. Go through the loop. Okay, so I'm continuing with the overcast stitch. So I've been showing you, just pull and go through the loop. So just like every other stitch, you're going to need enough thread to secure and end it. And I'm going to stop right now. I really don't have a lot of thread here. Maybe about 2, 3, 4 inches. I'd rather end it now before it's too late. So just as you've always done, you're just going to come to the back side of your sampler and you're going to end it like you've ended every other stitch. Again, don't go over here and go through some fibers or pieces of felt. You're going to do right where you left off. You don't want it on your good side. You're going to bring it to the back side where all your other knots are. So go through a small piece of felt, up, over, and through your loop. Go through a small piece of felt, up, over, and through your loop. Just watch, because sometimes the loop gets tangled or loops around. Up, over, and through your loop. Okay, and then you're just going to cut it. Make sure you have a knot before you cut it. Alright, so it should be nice and secure there. I'm going to rethread my needle and I'm going to continue just like I've been doing on the whole line of your sampler. Okay, so I'm going to finish off my blanket stitch. I've almost made it to the end. Just like the overcast. You're going to go over. You're going to go through your loop. Now I started on the right hand side of my sampler. If I were to start on the left hand side, I would go through the loop from the left. Okay, but I started on the right. So let's say I started here and I'm going this way. Instead of going through the loop from the right, you would go through the loop from the left. Okay, so that's, whoops, it's important and depends on what side of your sampler you start on. It's really what makes you feel most comfortable. Okay, so I'm almost done. I'm going to end my stitch. My stitches are small, they're close together, and I'm going to show that to you. Probably have about 2 or 3 more stitches. So once you get all these stitches, you're going to be on your way to starting your project. In the 6th grade again, you'll be sewing a teddy bear using a pattern, and in the 7th grade, you will be designing your own pillow. So I'm ending it on the back. Go through a small piece of felt, up, over, and through your loop. I got a little bit of a loop-de-loop back there. That's okay, but again, nobody's going to see, whoops, the back of your sampler. Okay, you're going to cut, and this is what your sampler should look like at this point. All your stitches, you've got your running stitch, the back stitch, the overcast, and the last one was the blanket stitch. Okay, so this is what the back looks like with all the knots, and this is what the front looks like. So you have one last line that will be used for any extra time for you to practice the stitch you don't feel comfortable with. If you needed one of the edge ones, I do have extra samplers. So the next thing I'm going to teach you, especially in the 6th grade, is a 4-hole button. In the 7th grade, hopefully you were taught that in the 6th grade last year, and I will touch base on that just in case some students weren't taught how to sew a button.